Does Claude Anthropic watermarking give you the ick? Let's talk about the legal side. Quick points. I'm not going to get into the technical how, just because I don't know it that well. And the announcement itself is super vague. And it only officially applies to models that were released after August 2nd. And most of theirs came out before then. What I do want to talk about is the why. The EU passed a rule requiring AI companies to watermark and label AI generated content starting August 2nd. That rule is for Europe. I'm not in Europe, I live in America. And in America, laws come from Congress and have to be constitutional. The Constitution set up three branches so we can check and challenge government power. Anthropic is a private American company. They took a rule written by EU citizens for EU citizens and applied it to American users who had zero participation in creating it. That sits outside of our constitutional process. No legislative vote, no clear path to challenge it like a real US law. And that's probably what's giving people the strongest ick. At its core, it just feels really anti American. The First Amendment protects us from government overreach, not private corporate policy, unless it's being done at the direction of the US government. And there's no public evidence of that here. So most of the legal arguments floating around are an uphill battle. Companies deal with EU rules all the time. They can limit them to Europe. Anthropic chose not to. There's a lot of speculations about the why. Top takes that were already doing it and use the EU rule as a cover, or they're positioning themselves as a compliant AI for investors or something else going on. I don't know. What happens next, though, will be really interesting. When the courts don't move fast enough, will the market reaction hit harder and maybe even quicker? In America, the public pushes change through the ballot box or the wallet. That's the principle the whole system was built on. Anyway, I couldn't resist the mini legal lesson. More of this in my upcoming book, Love Letters. The link is in my bio.